Hello and welcome to Oyster Cars. A quick video here to show you what we have available for sale here, which is a Lugo Velocity XT. Basically it's a road legal track car. Make no mistake, this is really sort of set up as a track car full on. It's an absolute beast on the track, but it is road legal. It's correctly registered as a Lugo. It's had its SVA test and it's also got a current MOT with no advisories. As you can see, it's a very eye-catching piece of kit. It's white fiberglass shell. It's got aluminium panels on the side which have been painted white, and obviously the bonnet is fiberglass as well, and the scuttle. But as you can see, it's got these very nice sort of traditional Martini style racing dials, which even go as far as actually on the steering wheel boss there. And what's nice about this particular car is, being an XT model, it is extra wide. And it's noticeable. You compare it to a sort of typical Caterham or Westfield, and there's a lot more room sort of across the hips area in terms of length, and most notably sort of down in the footwell. You can see there's a lot more space for your feet. So if you're sort of size 10, 11 or above, you'll find it a lot easier to control accelerator, brake, clutch than in a narrow-bodied car. As you can see, the dashboard's very nice presented, but very functional again for track use. There's no key, there's just the ignition kill switch, and in fact the main switch is down there, again all for safety reasons on the track. So if something happens, you can literally just flip the key and cut all the battery power. But it's got ACEWELL, tachometer, it's got GPS speedo, fuel gauge, temperature gauge, importantly, oil pressure, etc. So that's all good. And again, track setup, very sort of wide, proper 4-point harnesses for the driver and passenger, and again, so it's quite wide fiberglass seats, which are actually more comfortable than you'd get the impression of. And obviously you can put a bit of padding in there, or cushions in there if you wish. If I just lift the bonnet off carefully. Okay. And obviously the heart of the machine there, it is a Ford Zetec engine, 2 litre, twin Webbers DCOEs. In fact, what we're doing is next week it's going up to Andy at BD Engineering for a little tune-up and a rolling road test. And so we'll update the website with the power output figures and any information from him, but that'll get it running nicely. It already runs really well, but just a bit of fine tuning. And again, you can see quite a bit expensive. It's got the brake bias for the pedal box. You've got a proper pressurized coolant system, oil breather. Okay. It has done a number of track days. It had the sort of noise test pass for places like Snetterton and Brands and Donington. So it's clearly been well tested, all the little niggly things forward out. And as you can see, it's obviously Zetec rear-wheel drive conversion, and most of the parts appear to be from Retro Ford. They do a kit. So you can see it's got these really nicely shaped manifolds, the water rail, etc. Okay, flying out into the exhaust there. Suspension, I'll show you the front, which is obviously easy to see. It's adjustable all round. Okay, it's obviously for spring ratings and height, so you can play with that if you want. I imagine it's probably already set up very nicely. And it's rose jointed at the rear as well. So again, sort of quite hard for the road, but obviously makes a difference when you're on the track. There are some photos on the website if you want to have a look, a bit more information. We've got all the original invoices from Lugo when the car was built, a little bit of history about it, and some other invoices for some of the parts. We can't warrant the mileage because obviously it's had different speedos put in at a time, and you can see it from the MOT history, but nevertheless it hasn't done many miles. We're talking a few thousand. It's not a major mileage. So anyway, something very bit special, very quick, good fun on the track, and yeah, if you're interested, please get in touch or give us a phone, and thank you for watching.